privilege is a two-way street. I accept there are male privileges, but I as someone that's solution orientated, I like to say male privileges rather than male privilege, because male
Okay.
privilege is like a ubiquitous thing. That sounds like there's just one type of privilege. And whereas there are male privileges, but by saying male privileges, you're basically saying that there are other types. And there certainly are ways in which women are privileged. Like, think about how much many more services there are for women. Think about what I
Yeah.
said about boys in education, how boys behind every stage of education in the West. Is that a privilege? I don't think so. Like, think about homelessness or drug addiction or homicide victims. Like, these are all things that male dominating. We're talking 60, 70, 80% men. We're talking about 90% men in jails. We're talking 95% men dying at work. The amount of men that die at work in America will blow your mind. We're talking thousands and thousands and thousands of men every single year in America dying at work, just doing their job. Like, more men die at work every year in America than all the American military losses from the entire 20-year Iraq war. That happens every
My
year.
goodness.
So I read that 100,000 people die in the fishing industry every year in the worldwide. 100,000. I don't
Wow.
know how many of those are men, because it didn't tell you, but I imagine 90% or more.
It's a male
Like,
dominated industry.
it's probably like close to 100% of fishing related deaths are men, and that is not a privilege, guys. Think about Black Lives Matter was obviously the big social movement of the last 5 years or so. 95% of those deaths are men, maybe more. 99% of Black Americans killed by police are men. Is that a privilege? I don't think so. That's not to say there are certainly privileges to being a man, and we know them all too well. But it's not a one-way street, and it never has been. So we need to talk about both sides of the coin.
Yeah, I totally understand that for sure. Now, you had, I believe, a tagline that I had perhaps seen on X was that you are rebranding men and boys advocacy.
Hmm.
Could you possibly explain what that means?
Well, going back to what we talked about with
I
the
feel
men's
like you
rights
just did
activist.
for the last half hour.
Well, yeah,